There we go.
All right. So thanks for coming out. We'll get it started real quick. We had some time built in, even for 1 o'clock anyway, so this is all good. What we're gonna do today is just go over dynamic warm up, which I think almost all of it will look familiar to you in some form or fashion, but just show you kind of the way that I use it ahead of a speed training session. After that, we'll get into like some speed prep drills, so to speak. Again, a lot of those won't be foreign to you. Then after that, we'll get into some acceleration training, acceleration work. And then lastly, we will go through some like top speed, and then we'll head indoors and get into some plyometrics. So we'll take drinks whenever we want it, ask questions whenever you want. Obviously, I know all of you save for one, and Nikki, I know you now. So,
There you go.
So feel free to just, raise your hand and ask a question at any point. Definitely not meant to be conditioning at all. So if you're getting, I'm going too fast, or you're getting out of breath or whatever, just kind of let me know. That's kind of what we'll do. As far as like how I hope you would use the session, or how you could use the session, is really just to kind of take either some of the drills or some of the cues and be able to implement it into your own training, whether it's the athletes you work with here or other places. And frankly, just kind of try it out on your own if you want in your own workout, especially for you younger people. That's like a good way to kind of get to know it as well, if it's something that maybe you're not familiar with. But really just kind of you don't have to take and use all of it, but just try to take bits and pieces and integrate it into your own programming kind of when you see fit. So we'll start out like super basic, both with like the drills and the warm-up, and then we'll get more and more specific. Okay, so before we even like get into lines and get into any sort of like moving drill, let's just knock out 10 jumping jacks, 5 body weight squats, 5 hinges, 5 push-ups. Okay, so 10 jumping jacks. Go ahead. Yeah, just kind of arms big, pop it on and off the ground. Just 10 of those. And then once you're done with those, we'll get into 5 body weight squats, feet shoulder width apart, sit to a chair, hand out a beach ball. Oh gosh, those external cues in there. Oh, yeah. Go on. Good. After that, we'll go to hip hinges. It's kind of like you're taking off into a vertical leap, but you're not actually leaving the ground. Hips and hands go back, and then shoot the hips and hands forward. It's too hot for push-ups. Kind of.
We went to Westchester. We're good, man.
Knuckle ups. Go ahead. Just go 5 of those. Just get the upper body involved just a little bit. And then while you're down there, we're going to go right into 3 Spider-Mans each side after that. So just here, open it up a little bit, put it back. That will get a little hot. There you go. So just 3 each side after that. Yeah, really try to get long on the back knee, open things up. Good. Keep your vision on your hands. Yeah, you can go knuckles 3 or as many as you can get to. Twist towards the side of the up leg. Yeah, there you go. Good. Good. All right, cool. So normally, just so you guys know, like in a big group setting, I would have 3 to 4 athletes per cone. So have as many cones as you need to make that happen. So like with Garnet Valley football, I was with yesterday, we have like 30 guys per hour. We run like 2 hourly sessions of 30 guys each. So I would have 9 or 10 cones out. So we have like 3 guys out of cone, basically. Does that make sense? So here we got 5 now, maybe 6 or 7 coming. But why don't we go just like two people per cone is fine, or maybe 2, 2, and 2, 2, and 1 is good. You actually don't want it to be like with like the warm-up I'm about to show you. You don't want it to be 1 person per cone because people get tired. More than 4 is probably too much. It's too much rest time. So like 3 or 4 per cone is good. Okay, so the next 4 drills we're going to do are real kind of just simple basic movement. For anyone who've heard of like the ramp warm-up, just like raise body temperature, activate, mobilize, potentiate. We're just following like a version of that. So first thing, just take a step to the right side of your cone. So first 3 people to the right side. All I want you to do is jog. It's like nice easy jog. And jogging all the way in. Get there, turn around and come back. Second person in line for those 2 lines. Don't go until they're at the blue. So until they're 10 yards into it. Okay. First group, ready to go. And then next group, here we go. Good. Yeah. Good. And jog down. Good. Jog back. We're going to go right into the next drill, which is going to be easy skip. So get back around. Now you just easy skip. Easy skip. Go ahead. First group. Yeah. It's not a power skip. It's not an A skip. It's a nice easy skip. Good, you're just kind of looping it around and bringing it back. Good, and then loop it around and we'll face the building. We're just gonna go side shuffle with us. Side shuffle with us, yep. Good, that's it. And then next one, all we're gonna do is ID karaoke. Pop that knee, pump it across. Go ahead. Really rotate the hip. It's okay, yeah. Step in front and step behind. And you step in front and step behind. That's it. That. Good, yep. Great. So, with the side shuffle there, we'll just let you catch your breath while we're talking through technique. The side shuffle, I'm okay if they're a little bit up tall, right? It's almost more of like a side shuffle bound. We're not doing like a change of direction, low defensive basketball side shuffle there. It's just a general warm-up drill. So if they're a little bit up tall, that's fine. With the karaoke, definitely want to rotate the hip to pop that knee up and across, or smash through a pane of glass, or whatever you want to say, but get a little bit of knee lifts going on. What you can do as an option is intersperse the general movements we did, the body weight squats, the hip hinges, with those movements that we did secondly. So sometimes the teams will have them do like jog down and back, give me 5 body weights, and body weight squats. Next up, easy skips, 5 hinges. Same thing. So it just kind of depends on how you want to do it, depending on how many athletes you have and how you want to run the session. So next up after those, we're going to some walking stretches. So first up, we'll do this, what's called heel to toe walk, and I'll just demo here. You guys can all just still be to the right of your cone. So we'll do everything for 10 yards, and 10 yards is 2 sets of cones I eat. From red to blue is 10 yards, and then blue to orange is another 10 yards, roughly. So land on the heel, roll up to the toe, opposite arm, opposite leg like we're sprinting. We'll do that to the blue. And then from blue to the end, we're just gonna go quad stretch, grab your shin, pull it straight back, reach for the sky, okay? The first group, go ahead. So land on the heel, roll up the toe, yeah. And then next group, go when they get to yellow. So next group, go ahead, yeah. So just 5 yards spacing on this. Yeah, good. Off the arm, off the leg there, have another step, good. Quad stretch, grab the shin on the side. Not necessarily the foot, I have bad knees, so I can do a great demo with this one, but grab the shin, pull it straight back. Try to keep the knees and the thighs kind of basically together. Punch to the side. Again, rubbing into the ground. All right, good. Good, and then coming back, we're gonna hit the hip, all demo that way, but you guys are going that way. So we're just going knee hugger, okay, real basic, grab below the knee, pull it up to the chest, and then for the next 10 yards, we're going leg cradle, one hand below the knee, other hand palm down on the shin. You're just pulling it up like this, to the walking figure 4, okay? So here's where you go. So the trick is on both of these, the thigh comes up to the chest does not go down to the thigh. You can really evaluate somebody's hip mobility here. They have kind of good dynamic hip flexion. And typically it gives you some insights into the speed issues or not. They can really do that without bringing their chest down to the thigh. So here we're going leg cradle. Okay, yes, we're here for the back up. Yeah, try not to, that's good. Try not to force the knee too much there, you know? Pull your knee underneath the knee, go ahead and fall down to the chin, let's get the blue. You missed my boring 5-minute intro speech. Already here in the workout. Here for good. So obviously I'm talking through these drills in a real like team or big group setting. This just flows. It's like constant movement once the athletes know what we're doing. You can probably get through this entire warm up that I'm showing you like 10 or 11 minutes with a team once they know what you're doing. Next up, groin stretch. So you want to do this entire drill like you're under a 4-foot ceiling. So your hands go into your ears, squeeze back to be able to read the letter on your chest. Rock out, rock back. Okay, my feet are flat, my toes are straight. As I alternate, I stay under that 4-foot ceiling. So I'm here. So we're doing that. We get to the blues. Okay, when you get to the blues, you're going to open the gate. All right, so it's just a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of bounce as you're working back. Okay, here we go. First group, go ahead. Good, yeah, rock out, rock back. Good, and as you flip it around though, both guys, yeah, avoid that habit. I want you to say 4-foot ceiling, go ahead. And once it's speed and agility, one winter time for the men's basketball team at Westchester. I said, stay on our 4-foot ceiling. They all looked at me and they're like, Clarke, easy for you. They're all 6'6" and above. Good, yeah, and then open the gate though, from blue to the end, from blue to the end, that's it. Good, yeah, a little bit of bounce, try to open your hips. Some elements of this you'll see in like a very common like FIFA soccer warm-up or something like that, and that's okay. A lot of good things in FIFA soccer type of warm-up. Yeah, that's it, good, rock out, rock out, good. Yeah, you're good. Go ahead, give them one. Yeah, so here, well, a little bit about it. Yeah, that's it. Good. You're just. Oh my God. Next up, first 10 yards, just going hamstring heel screw. All demo going this way. So your toes up, you're just sweeping underneath the knee. So 1-2 underneath. Okay, you'll do that to 10. To the blue, and then from blue to the end, arms up in front with 40 shoulders. Really, really simple. Keep your knees straight, nice and easy. The first up all the way to the end. Okay, go ahead. Why don't we have the next 4 go? It's just one single group. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's it. I'd say. Yeah, yeah, and try to keep both hands up there. Just yeah, there. Good. Just from an organizational standpoint, so the first 2 drills, we kind of hit calves and quads. And the next 2, we hit hips. And the next 2, we hit groin. And then the next 2, we hit hamstring. It's kind of the organization of it. We're looking for a method to the madness, so to speak, as to why did the drill like that. Although, to be honest, the order doesn't matter that much. Great. So let's get next. Let's have the first line just come out to the yellow cone, just one person to a cone. And then the second line, you guys can just stay when we have kind of like Maeve there to the right of the cone, and then Joe maybe there. Yeah, just so we can get the camera looking, yeah, seeing everything.
Sheets over there, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So next up we're gonna do is called 3 bucket series, and it's both kind of like to continue with our dynamic stretching and also just to set up a few elements of sprint technique that will continue to come back to the entire session. So for starters, just give me this what's called 3 bucket position. I'll demo facing that way. You guys keep facing that way. And basically it's just bucket of water on the head, bucket of water resting on the knee, bucket handle hanging off the foot. My left leg is up, my right arm is up. You just need to be able to own this position. And what's that potentially kind of a challenge? So go ahead. Just get up there like a 10-second isometric hold. Good. Right leg, left leg and right arm forward. Got tripod down, unfortunately. Hopefully the camera's okay. Good. We really want to emphasize that the toe points up to the cloud, shoelaces to the cloud. Good. That kind of dorsiflexion at the ankle is something we'll continue to think about. Good. Relax. Look, legs. Right. Yeah. Go right leg up. And you guys are doing a great job. You do not want to be kicking out the front door of the phone booth. You want to be kind of with that foot tucked back behind the knee. Again, open up. Own that position. I should say. Don't open up that. Good. Relax. Now, you want a real easy balance challenge for your athletes? I'll have you guys do this right now. Go ahead and do that, eyes closed. Same exact drill, just let's go left leg up, eyes closed. Get there and then close your eyes. Ready, go. You're sure you've had me for biomechanics lab, know how much taking your vision out of the equation makes the drill a lot more challenging. Good, relax. Yeah, struggle city a little bit. Good. Same thing, other leg. Go ahead. Get there. The elder. Section, and then side is like this, and then front, and then the skydiver, you get really long, and it's feeling good, right up on this front, okay? Go ahead, for each side. Yeah, so really try to have control in that one leg right here. Good job. Good, good. Good job. Good. Good. So yeah, hit up for each leg. That's it. Good, good. All right, next up, we're gonna go into this march in place and skip in place. So everybody will do this at the same time. You're gonna start right leg up to your bucket, okay? We're just gonna march. Yeah, we'll do it in a second. So focusing on technique, okay? Good upright posture. Your eyes should be forward. Just popping the ground. Okay, knees up, toes up. It's real simple. Okay. I'm not going to coach the arms that much. I'll get into why in a minute, but I'd rather have you focus on kind of your posture and your leg action. Okay. So 3 bucket position and go. We're just doing it in place. Yep. And relax. Good. So basic physics, but the more force you apply, the faster you run. You do want to apply force to the ground, but it's not like you're stomping it, pop off the ground. Everything's about like a jab where you pop off the ground as opposed to this type of guy. Okay. Next, we're gonna go like 3-second march and a 3-second skip, just mirror me, but it's gonna be like this. You're marching and then skip. It's just a skip in place. Okay. Here we go. 3 bucket and march and skip. And relax. Good. So typically I'll do this with athletes like first or second week, just to get the basics down in place before they're moving forward. And then after that, we'll never hit it again. It's just like a week 1 or week 2 progression. And then after that, we're just right into forward movement. Okay. With that being said, let's move it back so everybody's at the red cones. You're feeling ready to run just a little bit? Okay. You don't have to be as fast as you want to do it. You can have the first 3 go, the first rep and then the next 4. All right, guys, check this. Why don't we jog on down to the orange? So we're not running into the car. Jog on down to the orange. Good. That way we're not running down the court. So all I want to do, march to green, skip to blue, what I would call a first to the yellow, and then jog to red. So I use this grid system a lot, especially in big groups. It's pretty easy. I do color code it. It's less necessary if you're on like a football field. You can say 5, 10, like this or soccer field, whatever. The cones really make it useful. Athletes, for my observations, really, utilize the cones without thinking too much, which is good. So march to green, skip to blue, burst to yellow, jog to red. I'll give you a real quick demo. So all we're looking for, there, pop, 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 skip. First, push, push, push. They're just looking for 3 big pushes, basically, and then cruise it on down to the red. First group, ready, go. Good, and skip. Good, little burst. Good. And then, yeah. And then from yellow to the end, jog it, like decelerate it. Okay. Next group, ready, go. Good. 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 So I'll demo this way. Like if I'm going from the skip into the burst, a couple of cues just to point out. Keep it pretty simple. Lean in, push back. So I'm here, right? Lean in, push back. That's all it should come down to. Normally I have athletes do like 2 reps, 1 down and back. You can push up a little bit. Weeks, but today in the essence of time, it's going to be 1 rep. Next drill, okay? Low run, high run, first jog. I'll demo going this way. So low run, push is coming up. Maybe about halfway upwards with halfway to the knee. Next, that's low run. Next is just all the way up. It's like a straight up hanging rock. Then your burst and then your jog. Go low, high, first. Drop. I guess you guys just slow down before you hit the car. All right, here we go. Ready, go. Good. Good. Yeah, good. Next group, ready, go. Good. Let's actually get to this one again. So your feet are low, but your eyes are up, your arms are working, and I want a lot more steps. So I didn't do a good job of communicating this. As many steps as you can get in each 5-yard section. So I'm going to give you this rhythm on this rep. I want your feet to be matching the frequency. First group only, second group wait. First group, ready, go. Go, keep your tempo. Good, that's it. Yeah. Next group, ready, go. Good, keep that tempo up. Good, yeah, low run, high run, burst shot. You want to join in? Great, you get 2 lines of 4. So why don't we go one person to the left of that cone, one person in that lane, another person in that lane. Good. So, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Not gonna start up?
There we go.
Okay. Next one, straight leg run. Sometimes called prime times after Deion Sanders straight. So we're gonna go low for the first 5 yards to the yellow, medium for the next 5 yards to the blue, then we'll burst, then we'll jog. So with this action, your knees straight, all the action's coming from the hip, all right? And you're landing on the balls of the feet, kind of right underneath your hips. So that's the low part, you do that for the first 5. For the next 5, so you get to the blue, then medium, right up in here. Now there is like a bounding version of this that we're not going to do today. Low, medium, burst, jog. First group, there you go. Good, medium, that's it. Good, little burst action, yeah. Good, next group, there you go. Yeah, that's it. Good, Joe's doing a really good job, as are several others. Even though we're in a condensed space, right? Because this isn't actually even 20 yards, it's probably more like 18 or 16. But when you hit those blue cones, give me like a little bit of a burst. Give me like a distinct increase in body angle, like body lean. And really push back. Give me like 3 hard burst steps, if that makes sense, okay? Let's try that one more time. Common errors with this one. Now we have 9, so go back to 3 lines of 3. Westchester 9. So common errors with this are striking out in front on the heel or kind of leaning back like the Ohio State drum major on referencing no. So you want to be here, ball to the feet, and even think like your sternum a little bit further forward. Okay, here we go. Ready, so go. Good, good. Give me a little burst. Good, that's it. Next group, there you go.
Yeah, I'll go with Kenny. Good stuff.
Good, a little higher. Good, good, good. Good, that's the idea. Good. Good, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Now we go medium height, good, good, little burst. Good. Now we go 3 and 6. Look, why do we have, yeah, hey. All right, so, we're gonna go to a few different drills now. We've done the last 4 drills, we've kind of done like 5 yards of one thing, a different version of that for 5 yards, and then a burst and a jog. We're gonna do something slightly different. So everybody grab a big rubber band, one version of a big rubber band now. We're gonna do, it's called like either a med ball run or a band run. You'll see how we're using this in a minute. I may have only got 8 minutes. But somebody can remind us. You know, it's okay. Yeah, you can even do that. Doesn't have to matter what thickness it is today. Yeah, you can just kind of hold it. So all I want you to do is kind of roll it up in your hands a little bit, pull it taut, slightly lower than belly button height. Yeah, waist height, maybe even a little bit lower. So box fitness is done with a med ball, right? You hold like a med ball out in front of you, but if you don't have like 9 med balls that you want to check out for the field or whatever, you go great route to the mini game. So all I want you to do is kind of hold it out, maybe like 12 inches in front of you, maybe like 3 inches below your waist. And just use it like a little target that your knees to hit as you do it. We're actually go a 20-yard run all the way to the end. All I want you to take it is place the ground, and then the leg immediately comes up, and you're just trying to punch the band with your knees. Does that make sense? It's in like a normal running stride. You do 2 reps of this, like down and back, because I know it's going to feel a little bit awkward, and that's okay. First group, ready to go? Yeah, you're just trying to run. That's it. Good. Try to keep your eyes up and your chest up as you do it. Not bad. Next group, ready to go? Not bad for the first time. Good. Next group, ready to go? Good. So for the first rep, that's the idea. Now, ideally, this is giving us a target to hit here and minimizing how much room we get or how much swing we have with our leg back behind us. I'll talk about that a little bit later on. Okay. Common error is people really tend to like plantar flex, run like a ballerina where we really want to be dorsiflex like a sprinter. And try to think about not just getting your knees up, but also having your toes up. All right. Let's go one more rep. Go a little faster. If you feel like you have to hang, you go faster that way. First group, ready to go. All right, that's it. Good job. You're doing good. Nice, Nikki. Ready, go. Good, mate. That's it. Good, gentlemen. That's good. Ready to go. Good job, all 3. Good. Yeah, absolutely. So there's a few other things you can get into it, either a band or a PVC pipe or a med ball. There's some of like our marches and our skips as far as holding it overhead. We didn't do that today for purpose of simplicity. But having some implement out with your warm up is a really good idea. So you can have like, you can just have them hold the band apart as they're doing any of the marches or the skips, right? Same sort of thing there. So there's a number of different ways for a med ball. So there's a number of different ways you can add those implements in. Yeah, this is going to be one more drill before we get a quick break. Let's actually toss those off to the side. Yeah, anyway, it's fine. We're going to come back to them later today. Okay, so let's get the first person in line up to the yellow cone. Second person in line in between the yellow and the red, and third person in line at the red. The first person in line is at the yellow. Second person in line. We're just gonna get into some switches. So these drills start in a 3 bucket, you just kind of rapidly exchange your limbs. In theory, they could come earlier in the warm-up, but there is a little bit of impact to these. So I tend to actually like to put them at the end of the warm-up. So all you're gonna do for starters, you're gonna get in a right leg 3 bucket position. You're gonna say set, switch, and you're just gonna rapidly scissor the limbs and then stick that other position. We're gonna go a series of 4. So it'll be like set, switch, 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 and then just hold it there. Okay, so we'll go everybody at once. Right leg starts up. Right leg up in the 3 bucket, left arm, set, switch, 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 switch. Good. And every time you're trying to make both legs scissor at the same time, you really try to own that position on the ground with as little wobble as possible. Right leg up again, same thing. Set, switch, 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 switch. Good. Relax. Next, triple. So start here, set, go. 1, 2, 3. Hold. These are deceptively tough. First time I did them with the Westchester Sprinters like 4 years ago. They thought it was easy, and then they all like were falling all over the place the first time doing it. So if you're a little bit unstable, don't worry about it. Right leg up. Cadence will just be set and go. Set, go. Again, relax. Try it again. Same thing, right leg up. Set, go. Good. Yeah, let's go one more time. Let's start left leg up. Set, go. Good, relax. So just wanted to expose you to that, get you the idea of limbs rapidly exchanging and nothing kind of swinging back behind you, which is a theme we'll get to with a few of the other drills. There's a lot more complicated versions of that. Like you can have those as people like are moving forward and then you're pausing. You can have 1, 2, 3, switch, 1, 2, 3, switch, all the way down the track. So really, it's almost like an infinite number of variations you can do, but it all starts kind of off those foundational two drills, like a single or a triple.
So guys, if you're not in a large group setting or a team setting, there's a whole wall drill progression that you can do to start to build that awareness of the timing. It's him going through single leg standing and whatnot. A lot of people, if you have the ability to go wall drill, will pick it up a lot faster once you start implementing it, in a more dynamic scenario. If we go on the wall first and get the timing down.
Yeah, 100%. I'd say the wall drill is really useful for like developmental athletes. To Jason's point, that can be a great way to kind of get some of the basic positions, and as you said, the timing of it, if you have an athlete that's struggling with it, be either a great starting point for maybe somebody who's a little bit younger, or potentially a regression as well. Cool. Why don't we take a real quick drink? If nothing else, I need one myself, and we'll move on to the other drill. Is that? Yeah. Yeah. Still utilizing some, I don't know, it kind of depends on the population now, and also frankly the facility too. Something that treadmill is great, but I feel like ended up being so reliant on it,
All right, we go over here, okay?
I may end up milking.
Where's Wes? He just saw us. Good? Yeah?
Okay, I guess it's 10 seconds. Yeah, and there's, and you went to Wesco, so you're like.
Special guest, now get your over here.
Can you really get welcome to go? So you can get my. Yeah, I'll get.
Okay, Joe.
That's perfect. We're good. Thank you, everybody.
All right, you guys, take, I don't know, you guys have water out here? Do we need water? Can't take one more.
I don't wonder at all. Lieutenant, I'm actually headed out to California, August 1st to the 3rd. I'm going to perform better out there.
Really?
Gonna get to catch up with Winks and
Oh,
battle
awesome.
his cage a little bit. So
I really haven't talked to him in forever,
he's
unfortunately.
been doing
I mean, he's got a lot going on.
a lot.
Yeah, Ireland, and I feel like, I know it's a good career move for him going out there, but I lost touch with him.
Yeah, he definitely got kind of super zoomed in
Right.
on everything going over
Well,
there.
tell him I said hi. If I haven't
Absolutely
talked to
will.
him before. That'll
Absolutely
be
will.
great. Who else is speaking? Do you know?
I mean, there's they rotate the speakers.
Sure.
Honestly, I didn't look much at the rest of the rotation. I was just happy that he was gonna be there. I was like,
Yeah, that'd be great. See Dwayne Carlisle or.
he's definitely not on that one, because I looked to see.
Yeah.
Evan, make sure you hydrate, man. You had a lot of caffeine yesterday, yeah, keep you.
Let's go, knock it on with the shots. We're gonna get into some actual sprinting, so I'd say go as fast or as full speed intensity as you feel like you can. Don't want anybody pulling, hamstrings down here, but on the other hand, if it's as fast as you can go, more, realistic and experiencing the technique. So for starters, we're gonna start real simple, just like a 2-point linear speed stance. If I'm trying to sprint that way, in other words, if you guys are trying to go that way, I think it provide athletes with a basic way to get in the stance that they're comfortable with, that they can start. Whether it's for sprints with you guys, or whether it's sprints with their team, timing for like a combine or tryout or something like that. So let's just go over it. If that's all 9 go at the same time, because everybody kind of go back up and get ready for it. I realize you guys in the back. So, Joe, do I need to pick up the report? Yeah. Hey, first group of the first line at the blue, next line at the yellow, and last line at the red.
I'll send it to you too, by the way, when you get your own.
Was that, oh yeah, definitely. 100%. So, let's just say that my starting line was even with the green phone and I'm going that way. We'll work it with both legs forward, but most people have a preferred dominant leg. For the most part, interestingly enough, it's the non-dominant leg that most people are better with starting forward. Not always, but I'd say like 8 out of 10 people that kick a soccer ball with their right leg end up being better with their left leg forward in their stance, me included. So we'll work that first. So left foot forward, just work at your cone as if there's a starting line. Okay, my feet should be hip width apart. You don't want it too narrow, not too wide, right? Almost like where you would jump from a width standpoint, where you would jump or swing from. Okay, spacing. Shorter people can be a little bit more condensed. Taller people, a little wider spacing from a front to back standpoint. Okay, for me, it's going to be roughly like a foot or a foot and a half. Okay, something like that. Bigger guys, it might need to be a little bit more than that. Okay, definitely should not be toe to heel though. This will be further back for them. All right, from there, my left foot is forward, my right arm is forward. You'd be surprised at how many developmental athletes actually screw that up and they start like this. Honestly, it's not going to kill your sprint time, but it's not functioning. So left foot and right arm. My left arm, therefore, should be roughly my hip. Okay, chest over thighs, and my eyes should be on the ground in front of me. So everybody just find that position on your own right now. You're going to need to bend your knees and bend your hips a little bit. Okay. Good, relax. Now look up at me real quick. From a weight distribution standpoint, roughly 2/3 of your body weight, so to speak, on your front leg and a third on your back leg. You shouldn't be able to do this, right? You need a little bit of weight on your back foot, but about 2/3 of your weight on your front leg, right? That's where most of the push is coming from, okay? Now, last thing, and we're going to specifically look at this in a different drill momentarily. Think about the angle of your front shin. Front shin. So if your shin angle is vertical, look at me now. My shin angle, not to get too technical, but it's going straight up, right? So if I push from here, Captain Obvious says it pushes me straight up. What that means is I have to have some shin roll or shin angle change forward where before I go, I need to get my knees in front of my toes. Sometimes that's talked about, obviously, in a squatting scenario or otherwise as a bad thing. It's a necessary thing in acceleration, right? So I have to get some shin roll forward so that I can launch up and out in that starting step. So here's what I want you to do. Just go one step on your own, kind of feel your stance, bend first, and have that vertical so you're balanced. But then really think about rolling in and just give me like one step. Just on your own, totally. Go ahead. Good, yep. And it doesn't need to be a long step, but it does need to be a forceful push. I don't want you thinking stride length, but I do want you thinking, give me a good push. Good. So we're going to do it on a cadence now. It's going to be set, roll, and go. And the roll and go are going to come real quick right after each other. On set, sink, like get in your stance and sink in. Then on roll, roll that shin forward. And then on go, take one step only. Okay, here we go. Set, roll, go. Good. Just one step. Good. That's it. Good. Let's go other leg. Just find your stance. Other leg, just mirror it. All it is for me is here, an opposite arm, opposite leg, same foot, spacing. Okay, and if I'm really trying to lean in, we get a term to positive shin angle. Okay, go ahead, just find the set stance. Good, that's it. Yeah, really try to lean in, get your knee almost in front of your toe as much as you can in this. There you go. Good, relax. That's it. Yeah. It shouldn't feel super comfortable. You shouldn't be able to hold it for like 5 seconds. If you can, then it's too much weight back, right? Does that make sense? Okay, good. One step. Do the one step just on your own on this drill. Just do it on your own just one time. Yeah, you just had, sorry, I'm blanking on your name.
Cody.
Just align your arms differently.
Got it.
There, yeah, good. Good, okay, everybody back in the red cone. We're actually gonna do some sprinting. So all I want is a 5-yard sprint as fast as you feel comfortable, and then stride all the way down the arm. In big groups, you go waterfall style. Apologies if you're familiar with that, but in case you're not, you can't have like 10, 12 athletes go at a time and be able to see everybody. Oh, yeah, good point. Well, it's okay. We'll only be running hard in here, so they'll be all right. So typically what I'll do, like we had 10 lined up across, like Nikki goes, and once Nikki goes, Kyle goes. Once Kyle goes, Evan goes. Like bang, 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 but at least I can get eyes on everybody. But we'll do that. Nikki goes, as soon as she's at the yellow, Kyle, you go. As soon as Kyle is at yellow, Evan, you go. As soon as Evan's at the yellow, May, you go. So on and so forth. Down the road. Again, all you're doing, left leg forward. When you're ready, there's no set, go call. And when you're ready, you're just going hard to the yellow, jog it down there. Okay, go ahead. Good, yeah, and there you're getting. That's it. Don't rush it, though. Yeah. Okay, Cody, keep those arms switched up. Okay, not bad. So now we have the idea of the drill. Even though we're going waterfall style, don't rush it. Make sure you get up there and take your stance and you're ready to go. So what I want you to do is make sure we're really set. And I want you really on this one to emphasize rolling in before you go. So don't go here and then just go. I want you to be here, right? And then roll and get out of it. Does that make sense? Okay, almost like you're building a little momentum even while you're standing. So left leg forward again. Nikki, take it away. Okay, that's good, Kyle. Good, Evan. Better, man. That's it. Good, Kenny. Good job. Yeah, hey, Cody, keep making sure you have opposite arm, opposite leg. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, better. We're gonna go one more with the left leg forward. Now the emphasis on this, push your ass off. Okay? Like it's a 1 rep max in the weight room every step, right? Fast speeds don't come from rapid turnover necessarily, they come from forcing the ground. The same stand, same roll and go, and give me a lot of force with each step. Go ahead. Good, better. Good, Kyle. Good, Evan. That's looking more like it. Good, Cody. That's it. Good, nice, man. Okay. All right, good. We're gonna go right leg forward. Let's try something a little bit different, gang, on this one. Okay. I just want to make sure we get a little bit more of the rolling motion, so we're gonna just change the drill slightly. Right leg forward. Gonna have all 3 of you guys go at the same time. All 3 of you guys go at the same time. Same thing for you 3. What I want is this. Okay. I want us to sink. This will be arcadian, so we can just go call it audible real quick. Sink. My shin is vertical. Roll. Go. That's our 3-step command. Sink. Roll, go, still 5 yards. Go when I say go. Does that make sense? All 3 at once. Ready? Sink, roll, go. Good. That's okay. That's okay. You guys get the cadence. Here you go. Sink, really bend in. Roll and go. Good. Try to get the shin rolling. Good. Sink, roll, go. Good. That's it. Good job. Yeah. Good. All right. Now. The drill that I want to do, which is a really good one, it's maybe not the best for on a hot concrete surface. Kneeling to start. Let's get first guy's line out to the blue, next guy's out to the yellow, last guy stay at the red. To tolerate this as best we can on hot knees. So I'll demo facing that way, I guess. You guys are facing forward. Oh, that's doable. Okay, my right knee is down. You guys are facing forward. Okay, we're starting in a tall kneel position. My left leg is up, my right hand is up, ready, set. On the set, my chest and my shin both lean in. We're ready, set, go. And I'm launching out of there for 5 yards from a kneeling start. This is more challenging. Okay, this is more challenging. Let's just get that feel of it right now. Just everybody in a kneeling position at your cone. Good. Let me just see that tall kneel position. Yeah, let's have our left leg up. Everybody's left leg up. There we go. So the cadence is we start tall. This is ready. On set, your chest leans in and your shin leans in. So set. Good. Everybody has a feel of it. And then go, you would sprint out of there. Relax. Okay. Let's go one step coming out of there. Everybody. Yeah, you can stand up. Dust your knee off. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Give me one hard step. Good. That's it. Good. Let's go back to the rear. Let's hit some sprints. We'll only do one rep of this each leg because I know it is a little bit hot on the knee. So again, the core purpose of this drill is to hit that shin roll and forward. It's also more demanding because you're having to explode really off of that front leg only, and you're having to overcome gravity a little bit more. So this is tough because before we hit this full speed with this group, this is tough for like high school athletes, in particular, high school athletes that are less strong relative to their body weight. Like a high school offensive lineman in football will struggle with this drill. Still a good drill, but it's a real challenge for them. College athletes, strong relative to their body weight, can do it no problem. Here we go. Let's hit it one time. So obviously all three of you are going on my command. Start in the tall kneel. Okay. Ready, set, go. Good. That's the idea. Yeah. Sorry. Go through yellow if I didn't say it. Go through yellow. I don't think I said it there. So 5 yards out of it. Start tall there, Cody. Yep. Right arm. Sorry, our left leg and our right arm. Yep. Ready, set, go. Good. That's the idea. Yeah, it is challenging for sure. And make sure on the set that your knee leans in over the toe. There we go. Yep. It's all ready, set, go. Not bad. Not bad. That's the idea. Good. One more time. Coming back this way. Right leg is up. Right thigh is up now. Right thigh is up. If it makes it easier to think instead of shin rolling in, on a set call, I want your knee to get in front of your toe. Actively roll your knee in front of your toe. Your heel can come off the ground. Here we go. 5 yards through the greens. Ready, set, go. Good. Those three. Nice job. Nice job. Yep. Our right leg is up and our left arm. Our right leg is up. Put a switch your legs there. There you go. Ready, set, go. Ladder made. That's the idea of the shin roll. Oh, yeah, I know it's not the most comfortable thing. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Good job, Zachary. Nice. Good. So there's a lateral version of that we're not going to do, but let's talk about our lateral, like stealing start, so to speak, because that applies to a lot of athletes you'll be working with who need to move more than just straight ahead. So first group at the blue, second group at the yellow, last group at the red. I'll demo here. Some interesting kind of like, I don't want to say misconceptions because that definitely has a negative connotation, but a lot of people, if I'm trying to go this way to steal second base, will view any sort of like not directly open and go step as it's kind of like a false step or a misstep or something like that. When the reality is, if it's done correctly, it's actually a good thing. It's a good thing. So if I'm stealing second, or I'm a linebacker in football or a point guard in basketball playing defense, and I need to go to that direction, a couple things need to happen. Number one, I need to open with my lead leg. My right leg needs to somehow get open, my toes open up, so that I can get that left leg across, and now I'm just into my regular sprinting mechanics. You watch like the best base stealers in Major League Baseball, that happens a number of different ways. Some guys will just take a little pop step. Some guys will take a true open step. Some guys will actually take a quote-unquote false step, and it doesn't really matter. Here's all I want. Two-step drill. Two-step drill. All of us are going to go at the same time. Give me like a good athletic stance, but your feet are maybe a little bit wide, like you're still on second base. On the go call, all I just want you to do is just like open with that first foot, and then cross. Doesn't have to be like a full speed sprint. Just think about open and then get that left leg punching across. Yeah, let's try it. Just the cadence will just be ready and go. Ready, go. Good. That's it. Yeah, good again. Just 2 steps is fine. One more time. Ready, go. Good. That's it. So, one more coaching cue or 1 or 2 more coaching cues to add in. When you do that crossover step, I'm working with Evan here. Good, Evan. Get a nice stance. right? Like his left knee to really punch across here, as if I have, like a mitt or something, and he's trying to really smash across with it, so that he's not coming out this way with his crossover step. He wants that as down the line as possible. Does that make sense? Okay, in our same position, let's just go that way with it. So nobody steals second base that way, but almost like you're going back to first. So it's just open, cross, right? Open and cross, 2 steps going that way. Cadence will just be ready and go. Ready, go. Just open and cross. Good, that's it. Yep, good. Good, and on this rep, let's focus on our body position. So the whole drill under a 4-foot ceiling. Easy for you to say, Clark. Right, but we're down here with it. We're down here. Ready, go. Open and cross. Good, that's it. Good. Let's get to the red. Let's knock out a few lateral stories. All I want, let's just keep this simple. Not waterfall style. Let's just go all 3 at the same time. I'm just gonna say ready and go. And all I want is you guys hard through the yellow color. As fast as you feel capable, then you're gonna jog to the end. And you're just knocking out on a ready go. It's open cross. You should be able to cover that in like 3 more steps. Okay, we got it? There we go. Ready? Go. Good, that's it. That's it. It really should look like normal linear acceleration after 2 steps. Ready? Go. Not bad. Really gotta get that toe open on the first step. Ready? Go. Good, that's it. Good. We'll still face the building. We'll just knock out 1 rep going this way in the essence of time. Before we do this rep, common errors you'll see with your athletes, especially like developmental athletes. Again, I'm okay if they take a little false or drop step, no problem. As long as the foot gets open, you got to quote unquote steer with this foot, right? If this foot isn't open, this foot has to swing around, and now I'm way off line and not optimal as far as my straight path from point A to point B, right? I need this to open so that this can come across. All right, here we go. We're going hard through the green, facing the building here. Cadence will just be ready and go. Ready, go. Good, that's it. Good job, first group. Ready, go. Ready, go. That's the idea. If we're going to work more repetitions of it, I work body position. Especially with bigger athletes, staying low is a key thing. Obviously, we don't want to be changing levels, so to speak, from our first step to our next step. Does that make sense? Okay. Good. There is a lateral kneeling version that we're not going to do, but just so you guys have seen it, see it today. It's just this, and all you're trying to do is from the ready go call, push out of this back hip, same technique, open with that first foot and cross. So it'll just be here, ready, go, open, 1, 2, 3, and you're out. So something like that. So it's easy enough to implement. The slightly harder drill than the linear, than the straight ahead one. Typically, that's a progression that can do. Okay, last thing on the start here, before we get into some band resistance stuff. Parallel stance. So, just if I was just in a regular athletic kind of triple threat position here. Okay, go ahead, let's do that. Okay, let's get on the line. Okay, we're just gonna say ready. We just want to right. Please don't have to come on off the ground. Walk it down a little bit. Nice and fluid. I'm just gonna say ready, go. Let's start hard to the yellow like the racing. Don't think about any technique. Let's just say it. Ready, go. Good. Next 3. Ready, go. Okay, good. Last 3. Ready, go. Good. Observations, especially the last 6. Jason, observations. And then look at so close to the third. Yeah, that's okay. Almost all people took a drop step, a pop step, a 5 step, a false step, right? Whatever you want to call it. Very easy. Yeah, right? So can be good, can be bad. It's important to know the difference. And I'm still on this term, another good coach. Right? You guys all know the term like Madden circle, right? And keeping it like within the circle that surrounds them. Does that make sense? Okay. So make sure that that foot stays within the Madden circle if you're going to take a pop step versus dropping back behind it. Okay. So
You don't wanna. It's a big fault. That's bad. That means the center mass is headed in the wrong direction from the direction of the center stack. But if you keep hips in good position, and it's a little, what I would term like reposition step, little reposition step, that's a good thing. Actually, the biomechanics research would show you that, you're actually putting your center of mass, I have to nerd out. You're actually putting your center of mass in a better position to push, you take that little reposition step. If it's small and quick, that's good. It's actually gonna be a performance. It's a big backward step. That's that. That's it. That difference makes sense? If you see that in your athlete, correct it if you see it done wrong, but allow it and then encourage it if you see it done right. Go one more time, full speed through the gradient. Ready and go. Ready and go. Ready, go. I love it. Yeah. My coach's name is Matt Hanks, by the way. He does a great job with this making the exercise. So close down. All right, right. No, it's great firm there. I heard that from that coach, and I started with my Westchester soccer guy. So same thing applies, lateral as well, right? A little reposition step, good, big reposition step. Does that make sense? Good. As far as acceleration stances that we're using in like warm up, adjusting level, I think it's important to all of them. Aside from track and field, everybody else you're working with is going to need to go straight ahead or pivot and turn and something from a variety of stances. So it's good just to look at, I think, a lot of different stances in your warm up. Secondarily, I think it's giving incorporate, especially once the athletes get comfortable with it, moving starts. And this is, I think, common sense, but whether it's moving from a side shuffle into a sprint, moving from a side shuffle this way, pivot and sprint, a lot of different ways that you can still incorporate basically linear speed in your linear speed warm up, but from a variety of moving starts. Does that make sense? Everybody good with that? Okay, good. Well, let me take a real quick break. We're going to come back with some band resistance work, some band resistance.
And he's like, guys, give it all along. He kept saying how you're doing all wrong. He's like, all right, everyone knows. What you do? Start here and your one band here. And then what like I was the minute dress band.
He needs something out. Let's get in here. Yeah, we got to work with the people three and figure it out. That work. The football. It's going, okay. All right, so we're just gonna hit a few of the drills that we hit already. We'll show you just how to add in a few variations with the band as far as band resistance. We're gonna go a few band resistance starts. I love sleds. Use those a lot. I mean, you guys have those in the facility. Great for being able to add load, put in some good work in short areas. Like in the facility, if you're on the field, use bullet belts, come with 40 volts of 10, so those are great resistance options. number of different options that are useful. Bands are really good because they're versatile and they travel easily, right? So they are good tool in the toolbox. All I want to do first to get you used to it is let's just do our resisted march, our march, but resisted. The part in the back. It's really important because we got to get you in the right position. Definitely the person in the back has an important job here and needs to focus on what they're doing. You're going to get the person doing the march. So, person in the back, who likes water skiing? I said I had never gone water skiing a day in my life. I'm not fun like that. All right. But you got to be squatted. You got to be pulling back. Now, Kano, you're in the front just doing your normal band march. Does that make sense? Yes. Your normal A march, I should say. You're just marching together. Okay. Ready and go. All right. That's it. Yeah. And I'm just keep going all the way up. Yeah. Good. And I'm just here. Good. Relax. Now. I didn't get followed on the structure. I want that to be typical march and action, same tempo, but just leaning in a little bit more. I'm not trying. No, I didn't do a good job of coaching you up. Okay, you guys get right there with another rep. I think you get the idea. So let me go all four groups at the same time. And all I want to have you do is go to have you go to yellow and let them sit, right? And then that's fine. You can resist. No, you can resist them. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Well, let's see it. I'm not going to coach it up too much on this rep. First rep for each person, we'll coach it up. Here we go. So yeah, jump in. We'll go all four at a time. Hold on. I'll get you ready. Say go. All right, here we go. Just the yellow. Yeah, great question. Perhaps I should have addressed that. It's kind of a normal athletic thing. Ready? Okay, ready and go. That's it. Good. Pause. Nikki, you're my demo person. From yellow to blue, go again. From yellow to blue, go again. Yep. Yeah, go ahead. Good. Good. So, few things we're looking for. Full body lean. She's not bent at the waist. Arms are moving, knees are pumping, striking on the balls of her feet. You three pairs. Go again. Back it up like your toes are even with the yellow. You go yellow to blue. Ready and go. Good, Cody. That's it. Good. Now you're leaning in just like a little bit too much like a plow horse. Does that make sense? Like a slight body lean. Good. Riverside it. Let's go from blue back to yellow. From blue back to yellow. So Jason, you might chime in here and say wall drill would be another good drill as a precursor to this. Yeah. Kind of get that three bucket position with the full body lean. Okay. So with the band, you'll feel it like the band is pulling your hips back. Don't let your hips be pulled back. Keep your hips forward in like that quote unquote full body lean. Does that make sense? Evan and Kyle switch it up, right? Yeah, blue to yellow is all. Blue to yellow is all. Ready and go. Good, and pause. That's it. That's it. Good. Walk it back to the red, flip it up. Now we're going to do same drill, but skips. Same, but skips. Yep. All right, Nick is going to be demo with main resistant. It's just our A skip from red to yellow. Yep. Real nice. Forward body lean. I'd say the only thing if I was being picky, although Nick did a great job, a little bit more down action as opposed to up action. Pretty good overall. Other three groups from red to yellow. Ready and go. That's it. Yeah, just skipping action. That's okay. That's it. Yeah, that's the idea. Good. Good. That's all it is. Good. Flip it around and let's go red. Yellow back to red. Now, going 5 yards, just in the essence of kind of time and effort. Honestly, if I was looking at this, I'd say we need a little more distance to get our timing down there, right? So, I don't know. You guys want to go back to it? Yeah, go back to it. We'll go back to it. We'll go from blue to red. Need a little bit more distance. Very good. Ready and go. Okay, that's it. Good. Good job. So we're showing these drills now. To be clear, like all of the speed prep drills, if you do these drills, and that's all you do, you can themselves won't make you faster. And all you do is drill it all the time. You won't get caught with it. Good for coordination, good for dynamic mobility, good for like just making the athlete feel ready to sprint. But still, at some point, you need to sprint. Does that make sense? I didn't say that in the beginning. There's a lot of kind of like stuff coordination doing. We're taking a long time with this. In reality, this would be like dynamic warm-up. This would be 10 minutes. This would be like another 10 minutes tops. And then we get into the but we're gonna want to go through the technique and population here. And it's included as we want to make sure that we. Okay. Now let's do banded up, full speed, resistant sprint from red to blue. Ready for this? The person in the back, so you might need to just get it. So, person in the back, I want an optimal amount of resistance, not a maximal amount of resistance. What I don't want is that the person in the front's a plow horse, because that's no semblance of their normal technique. What I do want is enough resistance to make them strike underneath their hips, rather than push hard. We'll talk about acceleration. I'll just give you a ready and go. We're going from red to blue. Ready, go. Good. Flip roll. Get down on that. Yeah, get in there. Nice job. Good. Yeah, it's okay. There's a little bit of.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Blue to red. Blue to red on the way back. We'll do it on time. You can shake. Yeah, you can speed it up a little bit. Go. Good. Blue to red. Ready and go. Okay, nice. That's it. Good. Good. Right. So. With our acceleration technique, and it's good to talk about it with the fans because they help, and they essentially provide a constraint that helps encourage these mechanics. We want to be striking on the ball with our feet, aiming to strike underneath our hips. That's not always possible past like the second step. Even if it's like Olympic sprinters, past the second step, we're like actually out in front of the center. But from a coaching standpoint, it's an easy cue. Even sixth graders can understand. Strike underneath your head, strike underneath, right? So, balls at your feet, striking underneath you, lean in. It's the simplest three things you can say to anyone that's going to elicit reasonably good acceleration mechanics. Bands or any form of resistance can help encourage that. Those of you taking more learning, like the dynamic system theory or constraint-based approach, they help encourage that type of movement, right? Other things that we're trying to avoid is too much like backswing behind the body, right? You don't want to strike and then like really kick back. So with the partner there, right? Well, it's pretty simple. You don't want to kick the band behind you. You don't want to kick the partner. It's just like the first thing that you can do, right? Where it's like, okay, like strike the ground on the balls of your feet, underneath your hips, okay? And don't kick the person behind you. So as soon as you strike the ground, the leg comes immediately back up in front of you. That resonates pretty well. Okay, we're getting the partners that the wrong thing fairly. That resonates really well. So, and we need to go over a ton of like active acceleration techniques when we were doing the start. Those are the 3 or 4 like most basic instructions or keys that we want to get. Obviously, a lot more complex stuff you could do if you're looking at a really high level of active, like a foundational active probably the 3 or 4 best things that make it. Let's do a second type of resisted run if you have to be really effective. Partner resisted runs, we're going. Evan here, Evan, you be in front, I'll be in back. So no bands on these, so let's say you have no equipment. You still want to do a really effective partner resisted run. Just get in your 2-point speed stance, okay? I'm having my hand on his ASI, on his hip. I see really important that you're in a like a one-on-one client setting or personal training setting. You have consent to do this, or you know, have to do this. Big group like college setting, like you just questioning and talking about things, right? What kind of no questions that? But you're here, okay, get in your speed stance. Now I'm here with it, yeah, exactly. All right. So I'm in a squatted stance, making sure that I can provide you resistance. So all I'm gonna do, first version, he's just sprinting to the yellow cones, I'm just resisting. That's what we're gonna do with the band. But a little easier to control how much resistance you supply. Okay, ready? The yellow, I'll just give you a ready and go. Ready, go.
Good. So, allows him to get used to it. I have to go a little kind of funny, like turtle water, right? Like you're outside of penguin water, you'll still applying resistance. Next version of it, if you guys haven't demo with me again, I'm gonna resist and get the yellow. When he gets the yellow, the leaf, so it's like a resist contrast. Then he's bursting from yellow to blue. So it's resist for 5, sprint for 5. Does that make sense? It's just when you get to the yellow, I'll automatically release and you're done. Okay? Cadence will just be ready. Ready and go. Resist, 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 release. Good. And ideally, you see kind of good resistance mechanics here, and then a big contrast from yellow to blue. There is a learning curve to this. It's the first time I did this with a team. Pretty sloppy. Second session makes you really start to get it. Third session and beyond. So let's partner up. Let's knock it out if you're at first. Again, the key here is optimal resistance, not maximal resistance. Yeah, person in front, you're in your good speed stance. Ready, and go. Good. I gave a terrible job of instructing that. Let's bring that back. Let's just go the resistance to the yellow, and that's it. No release. My fault. My fault. You guys did a good job. From a progression standpoint, you were doing a resistance part on it. No. Let's try that again. Just resist to the yellow. Just resist to the yellow. That's it. No switch. No switch. It's just reset it like that rap didn't happen. From a progression standpoint. I'll just give you the ready, go. Ready and go. Good. Walk it back. Flip rolls, and we go resist it again. Just to yellow. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's fine. You're doing a great job. Resistance. We're good over there. That's all good. Yeah.
And then I'll just.
That's the yellow, no release. This is this. Thanks, go say it. Ready, go. So back to your original partner. Okay, back at the red. Now, let's get into one more, I guess you could say, good instruction for acceleration. We already talked about how you want to contact the ground. Underneath your hips, balls in your feet, right? That's relatively simple. Forward lean, relatively obvious. Talked about like not wanting to kick back too much. But we need to, I think, and a few people have a little bit what's termed like bigger splits. So bigger splits is, like if you look at this side versus this side, like this is a big split, and this is like a small split, essentially. Right, that 3-bucket position, whether it's vertical, or it's against wall, regardless, this is a good split, and anything smaller than that is not an acceleration. So, when you guys do this one again, and the version we're about to do, you resist for 5 yards to the yellow, then release, the person goes for 5 yards to the blue. The person is running. I want you to think about these words. Big splits, big pushes. Big split and big pushes into the back. Does that make sense? So it should look a little forceful. A little more forceful. Okay? The whole time. Absolutely. Yeah, from the red until you finish the drill with the blue. That's the only focus point I want in your mind. Big push and big split. Okay? Good. Partnered up. The first person's in front. So this person's up in front. Okay, the person in back, we're doing resist to the yellow. Release to the front. Ready and go. Yeah, that's fine. So Nikki, did you run out of Kenny's hands? Good. Walk it back. Walk it back. So these are all kind of natural things that'll come up in a coaching session. So again, you want optimal resistance, but not maximal. What? And again, this is learning curve. So this usually takes 2 to 3 sessions to get it down. The one coaching cue that does come up all the time, this is when people get good at it, is like for these two, I'd say, Nikki, I want you to run out of Kenny's arms, and Kenny, don't let her do it, right? That's after we're good at the drill, like 3 sessions in, how in the first day it happens. That makes sense? So if that happens, it just means that Nikki was trying hard and or that Kenny didn't want to pull that too much, right? But that's a good thing to happen as a teacher. Okay, flip roll, try it again. Okay, so we're going resistance to yellow, unresistant to blue. Ready, and go. Good, that's the idea. Good.
I think that's it.
Let's have everybody walk it down
It's
to the
supposed to be
orange,
marked.
fine. Walk it down to this
Yeah.
orange is good. We're gonna take a break. It's too, we started a little late, but it's 2:33. I do want to get into some little bit of top speed stuff, and if I call it a day after that. But done a lot of like kind of warm up, drill prep, that sort of thing. We haven't done a ton of true sprinting, right? As we kind of joked about 5 minutes ago, it doesn't need to be the meat and potatoes of the actual session. It's good to kind of have this stuff with some precursor, okay? Let's just knock out this. As fast as you feel comfortable, I want you to go just 10 yards is fine for these purposes. So hard to blue from a 2-point speed stance, okay? One person at a time will go waterfall style, okay? Not a race. And all I want you to do is basically think about a few things that we've talked about. Big push and big splits, right? Making sure we're getting a good stance and rolling into it. We'll probably leave it at that. Let's try to put in a little bit of what we've done into action. We're gonna knock out like two hard 10-yard sprints. So let's just get in our kind of 3x3 lines that we have. Order does not matter at all. Yeah, order does not matter at all. Yeah, that's fine. That really doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go Maeve, then Cody, and then Evan, one person at a time. There's no ready, set, go call. It's just whenever you're ready, Maeve, hard through blue and decelerated through red, okay? Good, walk it back. Let's do one more. Yeah, I don't want you to think too much on it, but maybe try to incorporate a little bit of what we're talking about. So I think it's Cody, you just said running upright? Yeah. So this is an interesting talking point. You do want your athletes to accelerate low, for sure. But sometimes saying run low isn't always the best cue. Typically, if we're doing things good from a force application standpoint, where we're contacting the ground, the body posture will take care of itself. Leaning in, like lean in or have an aggressive forward lean, that's a pretty reasonable cue. But saying like flat out, like run low, typically doesn't work that great, especially in developmental athletes. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, let's go one more and let's kind of take a second crack at it. This is full speed, by the way, if you're feeling up to it. That's way better, Cody. Yep. Good, have it. Good. Way better, 5. Good, Kenny. That's pretty good. Good. Let's take a quick drink time. We're getting some top speed work to finish it off. Cody, I think on the first one also, I'm not sure if it just went all out. I think it was better. To a certain extent, you went faster.
I was thought. I think I would be better if I was this.
Am I ready?
No, just go.
Let's see how we're doing that time here. Two 37. Are you guys good going for another 10 minutes or so? All right, so let's just talk got a little bit of top speed, you can, maybe just like a few reps, it's not speed and we'll get you out of it. So the acceleration, we already talked about, you want to have a good forward lean, contact the ground on your hips, balls of the feet, right? And then like big wide, yeah, big sprint, right? We found some of our big rocks acceleration. When you get to top speed, it's all about how much force you can put down, or quickly. Rate of force application down. But acceleration is a little bit more complicated because it's like down, back, in the ground. Top speed, you're already into the upright run mechanics. It's all about how hard and how fast can you strike the ground in this way. So posture should be relatively upright, I used to give the cue like run tall. I don't really give that cue as much anymore. But sometimes like youth athletes will overemphasize that with like chin off and like they're doing some up here stuff with their upper body. And I think you're looking for relatively upright, a bouncing type of upright running. Sometimes that's a better way of phrasing it. I used to be up and bouncing to the upright top. Number two, our pelvis position. You would probably never ever cue it this way to your athlete. But as far as what you're looking for, right, is you want to have a relatively neutral pelvic fit. Now, the pelvis, getting into very technical terms here, I mean, it oscillates, it rotates in 3 dimensions at all times during the stride time. But relatively speaking, what we want to avoid is like anterior pelvic tilt, heavy anterior pelvic tilt, right? What we should see is, even though it's oscillating at all times, is it relatively speaking more neutral, right? For the ASIS or hip bones in the front, right? Those shouldn't be down, pointed down all the time. They should be relatively pointed forward. That makes sense? It took a long time talking about posture, and that, in my opinion, is really what sets everything from the top down. So, if you have kind of good upper body position and good pelvic position, then that puts you in position, unintended, to contact the ground well. So you want to strike, this stays the same, you want to strike the ground and the ball with foot, okay? It's impossible to strike behind your hips or even directly underneath your hips. Still a good cue. For a developmental athlete, even though it's not technically biomechanical, you just say, hey, strike underneath your body, right? Don't reach out, try not to overstride, try to be a little bit bouncy, land right underneath yourself. You're trying to pop the ground. Because you gotta be looking through it. Do not see a lot of like back swinging behind the body. Some is natural, some has to happen when you go off the ground. But what we don't want is like big back swing, back kick. What we do want is to strike the ground and relatively speaking, the leg comes back to the front side. Now, just introduce some turns, we want to get anything running. Great. Back side of the body refers to if you're looking at me from the side here and you just split me into front and back halves with a line and right down the front of my ear, the hip, the knee, the ankle. Anything that's behind that line, so to speak, turn back side. Anything that's in front, turn front side mechanics. You want your athletes to try to get a little bit more to the front than that front side mechanics in the back. Does that make sense? Am I going? So if you guys have heard before, somewhere a little bit, it makes sense. Okay. So the easiest way to work on a little bit of running mechanics from top speed is this is a drill called a build up. So all build up is essentially you start at less than 6 feet, and you do 3/4 speed, you gradually build up as you aim and fly, and then at a certain distance, you're running like at a speed that's close to full speed, but not quite full speed. If it's really at top speed, you can't really work in the technique. You're going too fast. But if you're at like 90% speed, typically, it's fast enough that the coordination pattern is the same, but it's slow enough that they can focus. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's my 5-minute spiel. So we need a little bit more space to do this. Let's just walk down all the way to the end of the parking lot. So we're just going to go through like 3 reps, one at a time, and then that'll be it for the day. Excuse me. So there's like some more advanced drills you can do. You can do at the college level, like use mini hurdle wickets, like run over and stuff like that. It's all very effective. You can do a little bit more complicated from a setup standpoint. And the developmental athletes, particularly, like, you're the only coach, you don't have a lot of manpower or equipment, trying to set up. Wake up to the future. Okay, so all we're gonna do on this one, I want you guys, we're just go one at a time. I want to just go a single file line. Okay. I just want you to start in your 2-point speed stance, but you're not starting at full speed. Okay. I just kind of want you to build up. By the time you hit the green cones, and we're just going in this lane right down Broad Street. Okay. By the time you hit the green cones, I want you to be at like 90%, whatever that means to you. Fast, but not full speed. Okay. And then from the green cones to the red cones, right, you know, another 15 yards. I just want you to hold that 9%. Right now, for this first rep, we're not working on anything technique-wise. There is no technique focus in this first rep. I just want you to get this rep. This is how I install it in action. It's a rep. Does that make sense? Any questions? It's building up. You know, you can either say, like, first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and then hold fourth gear. If you say 70, 80, 90%, those 90%. We're not expected better than those. Okay, Nikki, on you. Good, building up, building up, building up. Hold it, hold it, hold it to the red and decelerate. Good. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. Good. Yeah, it's the idea. Good. All the way to the red and then decelerate. Good. Good, Kenny. Yeah, a little hard to decel going downhill, I guess. That's okay. Go ahead. Good, man. That's it. Take a long decel. Good. Okay, go ahead. Very good. 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 Good, Kyle. That's the idea. Good. Good, Kyle. Just, listen to this, guys. Walk it back. On this next rep, we'll just go from green to yellow. We don't have to get okay? Accelerate to green. We'll hold that build from green to yellow. Okay, so now we got the idea of the drill. One thing about this drill is you do have to go fast. It's not all out, but it is a near top speed drill. I'm not saying we're warmed up enough to feel good enough to go all out and all out, but I do want you to go as fast as you feel comfortable. How's this time figuring it out? I'd say, from like the active drill and the active speed session, probably only Evan when it's fast enough. Does that make sense? And you can add on a little bit of pace to it. Now, on this one, we're gonna add a technique focus to it. So you know, probably like technical build up. The build up sprint is one technique focus per rep. So build up to the green, from green to yellow. I just want you to think about running bouncing. Yeah, I've gotten away from the word like running tall, so running bouncing. Get with that Greek kind of like small stuff. Not what I think about. Okay, everybody get with that? Okay, go ahead, Nikki. Right, good job. Good to go. Nice. Good. Go ahead. Well done. Good. That's it. Yep. Go ahead, Kenny. That's a really good rep. Yep. To the yellow and take a long decel. Go ahead, May. Nice, May. That's it. Yeah, we'll talk about how it feels in a minute. Doesn't always feel good. Not the first time they do it, that's for sure. Good, Kyle. That's the idea. Yeah, make sure we're going through the yellow with it. Okay. Good, on the fast side, that's a good job. Good, walking back. Who felt like really weird doing that? Try everything. Yeah, no problem. So, the weird thing is like the Winchester track sprinter. Really, the feedback we get is if you're working on a technical change, if it didn't feel different, sometimes bad, then they're not changing anything they're doing, right? But it has to feel a little bit different. Doesn't really get a change in the can. Does that make sense? But we're doing like a pure technique drill. I'm not going to get the band acceleration, not like a drill. Really, hey, we're trying to work on an extension. Rather than actually come back and say, hey, that's all really different, that didn't feel good. I'm okay. Especially the first time. Have a sweet thing. They're still saying, hey, that feels bad. It's different. But first session, honestly, that's a good stuff. From a motor learning standpoint, you guys are manipulating next one. I only want you to focus on highest contacting you can. Highest contacting you can. The ball of the foot, okay? And you could even do, if you wanted to, like, that'll be like 4 or 5, like a pull-up jump, right? Don't pick it off the rope, off the rope, or just on the balls of your feet. The toes are pulled up, if you're striking on the ball of your feet. So, those analogies are a good way to teach. To make it one pull-up jump, another technique that I want you to execute, right? So, really from start to finish, even though you're doing a build-up, I want, all you're thinking about is how you contact the ground. Okay, so I think- Good, it's the idea. Okay. Good idea, mate, good. I like the first 5 yards there, good. All right, Tony? Good. How does that one feel versus the kind of posture bouncing them? Easier to focus on that one, harder, about the same. Both people find that one maybe a tiny bit easier to execute the first one. The posture one is really challenging to do in the same time. Good. Now, this one I guarantee will be the worst. That's why I designed this whole thing, right? We can get in there. But this one's okay. But this one will be the most challenging, I think, and maybe you'll walk out of it saying, wow, that really felt a little bit hard. That's okay. The way these technical roll-ups go is on a top speed session, this is a great to say how I implement it. On a top speed session, if we want to do like one workout, we do like our general dynamic warm-up, and movement stuff, we want to do like the random acceleration to the neon start, that would form like acceleration. But instead of that, it's those off. The thing about it, finishing off the warm-up, not quite yet full speed strength, right? We do probably like 3 reps of these, and then we take whatever we did for full speed. Right? Last thing before I have this last step. Good to focus on something cognitively here. Not good to focus on anything when you sprint for full speed. When you sprint full speed, you're not very anything, right? So all of the work that other fields, they have a disadvantage. But back to the field. But if you coach an athlete, you need to go to a combine or a tryout or whatever else you need to jump to that time. But all the techniques are kind of, hey, is it wrong? All right, back to this rep. So, I want you to strike the ground. Read it. Shoot. 5, 4, 4. Go. Nothing. Down. That's actually it. Really nice job. Yeah. I don't know how that felt. Maybe that's exactly it. Well done. Yeah, well done. It's good. Yeah, good. All right, this is a real drill. Let's take it a little bit further, right, Kenny? Yeah, all the way through. That's the idea. Good, mate. I missed the first part of your rep. Good. Okay. Remember, guys, hold up. Try to build up the green and then hold that through yellow if you got it in you. Okay. All right, with all due respect to Kyle, because I've known him for 3 years, that's what it looks like when it feels a little bit awkward, right? No problem. I know you were trying to do something different. I'd say, what do we have, 8 people? I'd say we were 4 for 8.
Before people look like recently coordinated and before look like they're learning to run again. So with that, just a kind of review, this is okay to chuckle at it. First time, after does it, that happens, no problem. Yeah, 8 weeks if that's happening, we're gonna change some things up. So the reason we do that one, just as a review is, from a running mechanic standpoint, we want to contact the ground. We're naturally gonna have a little bit of this backside action. We don't want like a step to that, I step to that. When you're looking at the side, you really straight the ground, and then this one, it's straight, pretty cool, but it's straight. Yep. You do not want, that's a great question, Zach. An acceleration, you basically do, it's a big force and a big stretch. It's not deep, and maybe I can talk about it that way. Really. It's not deep, Maybe the acceleration, yeah, fortunately, yeah, exactly. So, there was a few files that we get to the right time, so, have like 2 minutes for like Q&A of anything we did today. Anything like, we're not in a session where we warm up or, technique and either the acceleration of obstacle drills, the drills themselves, how you implement them maybe. If there's any questions, anything else you want to chime in on? I know obviously you've got extensive background with this stuff, back to our Exos days.
No, I think one of the things that I want you guys to all like take notice of, other than the strict technique stuff that you're doing. Notice how coach is coaching the group, and that's really important, like how he's commanding the experience and how he's instructing you guys and cueing you. Because that's equally as important as understanding the technique components. He is very good at commanding the group and directing the group. And that's something that's super important to really hone in to be able to deliver the technique so it can be executed.
I appreciate that. Jason and Joe come to Westchester and give guest lectures, and 3 of you guys know, and they do an equally good job, I would say, both commanding the group and delivering the message from the King's League. So I appreciate that. I think you guys are in good hands here. But, so guys, appreciate you guys coming out. Fun. As I said, once we take minutes, we got it at 80 degrees and low humidity. Made it enjoyable to come out here and stay out here for 2 hours. Do you have any questions? Obviously, we have it all recorded, but feel free to email me or so if the students who have me, you know that I'm terrible at email. And maybe I should leave my thing. We can get it to the job. But then it's something we have to do. Yeah, thanks for your job. And yeah, thank you. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, email me and I'll get back to you like 3 years later. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, guys, maybe just grab the phone.
Yeah. And then guys, if somebody could grab that chair, that would be really helpful. I actually have a session that I gotta run into, so